Let's talk about some products I basically just think you shouldn't buy. These are things that I've either felt like I've wasted my own money on, or I feel like I'm wasting my time on using them up because there's better products out there. They're just not working for me. And really, I thought I would warn you against them in case they were on your guys' list. I am in the throes of moving right now. That's kind of how this video idea came up. It's part of the reason we're in front of the bed. It's like the only thing in my house that is not either in boxes or being currently put away. So it's kind of chaotic over here, but I refuse to finish these products. I refuse to bring them to my new place. We are starting from scratch, you know what I mean? And these aren't making the cut, so let's get into it. You might already know I don't love these, but from Josie Maran, I believe these are this year. Time feels crazy, but I think these are from earlier this year. They did a whole launch of new body care products, and with it were some body scrubs, and I felt like they had some really decadent and exciting scent offerings. So there was Vanilla Vibes with 3 Z's, so you know, a little fun. And then there was Bohemian Fig, and both of these do not smell good. I do prefer the Bohemian Fig, but tell me why these just smell like vinegar to me. Like, what is going on? It's just like straight up vinegar to me. I get maybe a little bit of vanilla, like more of like a molassesy brown sugar kind of thing instead of vanilla, but they just aren't the greatest to me. I love the packaging. It's glass, and they do have like refillable containers, which I really appreciated. Like if it was something I enjoyed and wanted to repurchase, you could just refill this nice glass case, and I think that's, you know, really great. But the actual product inside, I also didn't really love. It's one of those scrubs that does leave a bit more of a film on your skin, and I am getting more accustomed to that, and I do have some favorites that have that kind of formulation, but it's not my preference, and I just didn't love these, especially for the price. I'm pretty sure these are pretty expensive. I bought both these when they launched. Yeah, the Fig is definitely better to me, like it's stronger in scent, but again, it has that weird like vinegar smell to it. I don't know what's going on. So definitely don't suggest these. Do not buy these. It's an unfortunate one. I really wanted to like them, but there are a million other scrubs on the market that are better. This product was kind of added last minute. I'm trying to wash my brushes before, again, I move. For as much as I can, I'm trying to have that fresh start. And so I was like, let me do some batches. I'm cleaning my brushes. And you know, this just doesn't work super well. It's from Sigma. I do like other products from Sigma. I'm affiliated with Sigma, and I've gotten this in PR, but I just don't think this one's worth your time. I am just a really big fan of the Beauty Blender cleanser. I've used that one for years. It gets your Beauty Blender so clean, and I feel like it works just as well on brushes. I feel like this foam is fine for brushes that maybe just have powder in them, so like an eyeshadow, you know, blending brush that isn't super saturated, isn't too soiled with product. But if you're gonna clean any brushes that have more of like an oily based product in them or a waxy based product in them, so really foundation brushes, things you've been using creams in, or just anything that's like overly soiled. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the best at cleaning my brushes. I'm trying to be better, but you know, I go a little bit. And so when I'm cleaning them, I need a deep clean, okay? I need to get in there. And I just found with this one, it doesn't completely break down the makeup in the way that I need it to. And so I'm left with a little bit more of that after foundation, you know, after you've cleaned a brush, and there's still some discoloration at the tip of the bristles in the center. I definitely get that. I feel like this product also doesn't wash out as clean. Like, I don't know. I've definitely given it a fair shake, and it's just not my favorite, and it just doesn't feel worth my time. I'd rather just use something I know is gonna work, do it once, have it done right, all that. So I like the Beauty Blender cleanser over this. Continuing on, unfortunately, with another product from Sigma. This is just a lip gloss, and it's so pretty. It looks so pretty. There's a bunch of like multicolored glitter particles in here, but you can feel them in here. And that is just such a no-go for me for any lip product. Like, I love a sparkly lip product, but I do not want to feel the little individual particles in it. And I definitely can with this one. And to be honest, you can kind of tell when looking through it, it's like, you can see that these are bigger particles of glitter. So that's just like a no for me, but also it just smells bizarre. The smell on here is hard to describe, but if I had to try to sum it up, it's basically equal parts dirty dish rag, but also kind of fresh deodorant, but also kind of a little bit of a soiled armpit, and maybe like a rancid mint. Like, I know, that's so bad, but it's a bizarre smell. Like, I've never smelled anything like it. It's very unique, but it's not my favorite. So I wouldn't go for this lip product from Sigma. They have tons of other ones that are better. They have some lip oils. They have some like lip masks. I think those are a way a safer bet, don't go for this. I definitely have a few skincare products in here. So this one from Vichy, this is the Fresh Cleansing Gel. It's just a face cleanser. I believe, I'm trying to think because they did send me some stuff, but I believe I bought this right before then. When I was out of town, I didn't have a face cleanser, so I was like, let me just grab this. And first off, texturally, it's very liquidy. Like in here, super liquidy, and I've just realized I don't necessarily love that about a cleanser. There are just some really good ones that are a little bit thicker when they come out, and I just feel like it's easier to use for me personally. So there was just nothing special about this, and I feel like in general, cleansers are kind of just like whatever. Like they're just there to do what they're supposed to do, cleanse your face. But I was just not impressed with this at all, and this one felt more like a waste of my time. Like even though I bought it last minute, all that, like I don't want to finish that up. And just to shout out a good cleanser in case you're on the lookout, I recently hauled this in a K-Beauty haul, like a Yes Style haul, and this is so good. And this is what made me realize I don't want to fuss around with this. I really don't. This is from Heimish. It's a pH 5.5 all clean green foam cleanser. It comes out nice and thick. I really actually quite like the smell of this, although it's not very strong. There's just something kind of comforting about it, and I just love it. It's soft and gentle. I usually use this as like a second cleanse, which is also how I was using this because I don't feel like they're strong enough to like really get rid of makeup. But after that, right after I remove the makeup, I do like to go in and kind of just actually cleanse the skin, and this one's been amazing. And I'm like, I would rather use tube after tube after tube of this than kind of force myself to go through this one. It's just not for me, and I'm letting it go. Oh my gosh, this thing. Okay, Mario Badescu. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. It's like that rose water spray. I remember old school beauty YouTube. This was the product. Okay, everyone used this. I remember buying one, and it was hard for me to use up then, to be honest, but this came in one of the advent calendars I opened last year, and I thought, oh my gosh, what a throwback. You know, let me just use this up. It's a little guy. It'll be easy. I have not enjoyed it at all. Like not even a little bit. I'm having flashbacks to making myself use it up the first time. And when it comes to these mists, if they're not something that's either doing something for my face, which I don't think this necessarily is, then I do want it to be more of like an experience, you know? And this has no experience. The only experience I get from it is this feeling of being pelted in a way by mist. It's not the finest mist. I mean, it is a pretty cheap product, so there's that. But I also find that a lot of the mist is around and the center is missing more of the mist, which is like what I would rather have. Like when I'm spraying it, I want the center, not just the edges. So it's just, you know, again, tiny. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, just reminded me like not the product for me. I've heard that the skincare isn't even that good. So yeah, that's going. Okay, a product I didn't love from the Estelle haul. So if you watch that, this facial cleanser, this is the Make Prem cleansing oil, and I just don't feel like this gets anything off my face at all. I also really don't like the smell. It's very chemical-y, so I've used quite a few up at this point, and this is my least favorite. This just doesn't compare to those, so highly don't recommend it. Actually, I know this one was like on some people's lists, but I just didn't find that it was getting my makeup off. I would have to do multiple cleanses, and even then I still was finding traces of, you know, foundation and stuff. This is a makeup cleanser I actually really love. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean, but this is specifically in the Chamomile Rose Latte scent. This wasn't exclusive for holiday. It was like a 3-pack of them, and they were different scents, which they've been doing a lot recently. There's a vanilla one out now. I know they did a strawberry one, I think it was. I think I bought that one, and I've enjoyed the strawberry and vanilla, so I thought that these fun and exciting scents would be nice, but this scent, Chamomile Rose Latte, I just didn't love it. I don't know. I smell the chamomile, I smell the rose. It kind of smells like tea, but you know what? Like even in this video, I'm like, maybe I'll just use it up because this does work so well to get my makeup off as like a first cleanse. So I don't know, maybe I'm almost out of the vanilla one and I'm like, oh, can I make it through? Really why this is in here is more that scent. I didn't love it, and I think I'm gonna try to be more mindful if they do something like this for holiday this year in 2024. I want to like really read what the scents are and make sure they might be something I like, because if not, it might be better for me just to get a full size of a scent I know I'll be okay using. But the cleanser itself, it does work. It's just not my favorite scent. I do have some Fenty skin stuff in here. So this eye cream, I think I talked about this in a video. I want to say I have, but officially it's not coming to the new place. Officially, I'm letting go of this. It's the Thick and Smooth Rich Peptide Eye Cream. I love the packaging, I have to say. I think it is adorable. You kind of like twist it up and the eye cream comes out. And this is a thick, when they say thick, it has 2 C's, they mean it, okay? It's a thick eye cream, which is nice, but I think it's just maybe a little too thick for me. I usually want a moisturizing eye cream. That's what I'm going for, but there was something about this one that felt more like it was sitting on top of my skin, almost like a pudding pooling under my eyes, and it just didn't feel like it was absorbing. I didn't love it. The thing I loved most was the packaging, and that's not okay, you know? So if you were eyeing this, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Some of my favorites at Sephora right now, I love the Belief Aqua Bomb one. They have reformulated, but I even like the new formulation, so I've been using that. I like the Dew skincare one as well. That one's done really well for me, so those I would suggest over this. The other Fenty Skin item, this one is the Cookies and Clean. It's a detox face mask, and I do think this is cute. I got this in PR, so I was like, let me give it a try. I've tried it a few times, and it's just not a mask that I really resonated with. Like, I didn't feel like I was getting that great of results, but it kind of has these black little balls in here that almost look like little cookie pieces. Like, again, name is so cute. And you put it on kind of like a clay mask, let it sit, and then as you wipe it off, those beads, they're not really beads, but they kind of break up as you exfoliate it off, so it gives the slightest amount of a scrub. And I don't know what this is doing for my face, like literally nothing. I feel like most masks, really, you're gonna get like either a glow or you're gonna get like moisture. Those are like the two things I'm looking for, and I just feel like with a detox, I don't need to necessarily detox my face. My face is pretty good when it comes to that, so I'm not using it for those benefits. I didn't feel like it gave me that much more moisture. It was kind of messy, to be honest. I didn't love that part about it, so yeah, that was just, I don't know, felt like a waste of time. If I'm gonna do a mask and do all that, which I'd like to do more, I wanna feel like it's doing something, you know? I'm not just using it because. Another mask I have a bit of a bone to pick with, this is the 111 Skin Rose Quartz Exfoliating Mask. Another one I got through the advent calendars, and this thing is pricey. Let me look up the exact price. Oh my gosh, every time. It shocks me every time. Rose Quartz Exfoliating Mask for 75 mils. This is a 30 mil, just for reference, okay? $160. Are you kidding me? That seems intense to me, to be honest. It's supposed to exfoliate, it's supposed to target dullness and texture, and my issue with this, you know, I've used it once, it was fine, whatever, like, I don't remember it being amazing. What I do remember from this product is that there's literally shimmery, glittery particles in here, and, you know, I love a little glittery, shimmery moment. We know this. I love glitter and shimmer, but I just feel like in a skincare product, so expensive, $160? $160? I almost feel like the shimmery particles in here cheapen this product, and I don't understand, like, it just feels weird to me. I just don't understand what that is doing in here to help with the skincare, and I think it would be a better product, and I think I would feel better just to not have that. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but there's just something about that that just, it feels off. That feels off to me. Let me know. All right, no skincare is safe. Let's keep going. Sunday Riley. This is the Good Jeans. This is what everyone talks about. I was so excited to try this, but I had no idea this. You guys let me know, but this is the glycolic acid version of this product because I got this in one of the UK advent calendars. Again, had no idea about this, but the one that sells in the US is the lactic acid one, and they're both AHAs, so there's that, but I think that I'm just not the best maybe with glycolic acid. I don't know, because I feel like when I was using this, I just felt like I was breaking out almost a little. I don't know, it was just a little too harsh on my skin, and the reason the UK calendar has the glycolic acid is because the lactic acid version isn't like approved, I believe, in the EU. I don't know, that's what I've been looking into, and so for that reason, I'd love to try the lactic acid one and see if that one works for me, although I have been trying really hard to keep my skincare as just consistent as possible and really just simplify it. I'm really trying to simplify it. As much as I don't have like tons of breakouts, I will say my skin is sensitive, and I've just been trying to limit actives and just, you know, be nice to it. Keep it chill. So anyway, I would love to try the lactic acid one at some point, but I don't feel like the glycolic one works for me. And I was doing a little tiny bit of research on it, and I believe that lactic acid is a little bit more gentle than glycolic acid and also is more hydrating in a way. So I think that's gonna be the better bet. And this did not work. Like, I was so excited for it too. It didn't work for me. So if you didn't know that about the Sunday Riley Good Jeans, now you do. Another eye cream here. This one is from In Beauty Project. It's the Bright and Tight Eye Cream, and this is actually an eye cream with a little bit of a tint to it, and that's what I don't love. It's also a bit on the thicker side for me. I am just a gel cream lover, okay? I love a gel cream in a moisturizer and an eye cream. I just feel like it has that hydration, but also isn't too heavy and thick because I do have oily skin. But I just don't love a tint like this. It's not super strong, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I'm gonna put makeup over it. I don't really love it. It's not actually giving me coverage, so I wish that it actually didn't have the tint to it. Again, it's fine, but it's fine. It just was unremarkable to me, so not one that I really wanna fuss with using up, so I'm gonna pass that one on, and yeah, it just wasn't my style. It could for sure work for other people, but not for me. I think this is the last like skincare, and it's just a little mini sample, so it's not a big deal. It's from e.l.f. It's the Sun Touchable Invisible Sunscreen. I believe this is trying to dupe the Super Goop Unseen sunscreen. I think it is. It's like this clear, almost like a primer kind of feel of a sunscreen. You can see it here. It almost looks kind of silicone-y, and just in general, it's not necessarily against e.l.f., but I feel like these kind of sunscreens are not necessarily for me unless I was just putting nothing else on my face. I get how they can look really smoothing, but they almost, like, you don't look greasy, but the feel of these on my skin is so greasy, it's just slipping around, and there's just absolutely no way I'm getting makeup to sit nicely on this. Like, unless I want to be able to just like scratch away my makeup, no, this is not the sunscreen for me. Literally not the sunscreen for me. I just think in any form, and I've even more recently been avoiding primers or anything that has this kind of feel. I can't lie. Does it smooth out your skin? Yes. Like, my hand looks like flawless right now. So if that's something you're looking for, and maybe you're not going to layer a ton of stuff on top and you like to go barefaced, you don't have an aversion to oily feelings, like this doesn't gross you out, I think you could love this type of product. But for me, it's just like a million no's on top of each other, and it does dry down, but still it's just not the best base for makeup for me. And I like doing a quick face. Even if it's not a ton of makeup, I tend to do something if I'm going out, really. But that I feel like is less about just the e.l.f. one in general, but just realizing I just don't know if those kinds of sunscreens are really for me in this moment. Okay guys, I'm sorry for the bad audio, but I really wanted to put this Glossier Milky Jelly cleanser in here. It was the only cleanser I had in my shower last night, and I was like, why was this not in the video? Because this thing, if you want a lotion as a cleanser, this is your girl. This gets absolutely no makeup off. It's extremely gentle, so gentle to the point that I'm like, is it doing, I don't even know if it's doing anything. So if you have extremely dry skin and you want a cleanser that's basically like putting lotion on your face, this is the one to try. But otherwise, I find it to do nothing, and I honestly don't recommend it. Let's talk about some hair products from Way. This is the hair gloss. It came out earlier this year too, and I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. It's not glossing up my hair. It's not adding brilliance. It's not adding shine. You're supposed to wash your hair, like get most of the extra water out, and then put this in section by section and leave it in only 5 minutes, so it's not a long time, but you go from like mid shaft to the ends. Nothing, like it's doing nothing for me. I don't know if I'm exactly the right person to come to for hair tips. Unless you have like thin hair like me, maybe I can help you out a little bit. It's tough over here for us, but I just didn't feel like this was doing absolutely anything. It's just like, to me, a glorified conditioner, and I'm more of a shampoo girl. Like, my hair gets greasy, I gotta use more shampoo. If in a set of shampoo and conditioner I could buy double the amount of shampoo, I would do that, and then just have the normal amount of conditioner, and maybe that would be a good ratio for me. So I definitely just don't need another conditioner. I wouldn't waste your money on it. I like a lot of Way products. Like, the products I like, I love. I don't just like, I love them, but this was not a winner for me. A shampoo that I didn't love from Drunk Elephant, this is the Coco Mino Glossing Shampoo, another glossing product. I do think this could maybe add some gloss. It is more hydrating, and so in that way, maybe it would work. I just personally wouldn't spend the money on this. I got this through BoxyCharm, I want to say, so I was excited to try out something from Drunk Elephant just because I'm not super familiar with the brand, but I know it's raved about all over social media, so I was like, okay, let's try it. Glossing shampoo, not normally my style, normally not what I would go for, but I've had really great luck with the Gisou one. I love that one. I really do enjoy that shampoo in combination with other shampoos, I will say. I sometimes need something a little more volumizing or a little bit more clarifying just to have a fresh start on this oily scalp, but this one just, yeah, I would just always go for the Gisou one over this, so not my favorite. It also smells like almond cherry, which could be a plus for some people, but I don't love that smell. So this was just like a meh product, and like I am actually trying to use this up. I'm like, okay, we got like this much, let's see if I can use it up before I move. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but it's not coming in the new place. Like, I would not, yeah, it's not coming. Okay, I think this is last for hair, but from Davines, I got these in an advent calendar. I was so excited because this is a brand when I used to work at a beauty store. I had just heard of it working there. It was like fancy. It was like hard to get in the US, I felt like. And so I was excited to get this. And I feel like they just got into Sephora, I want to say. So that is exciting. I have the shampoo here. I don't know if it's 01 because it's in front of this too, but this is the all-in-one milk. So I was excited to try these. And I just have to say, the smell of these products is unique. It's one of a kind. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It smells like chemicals at the salon, the hair salon, but then with like the most extra powdery smell ever. Like I literally am like, I will do anything to not have this stuck in my hair. So this has nothing to do with the actual product. So if you're not sensitive to smell, I am. Scent is a big part of my life, you could say. I do have a whole fragrance channel if you guys don't know. Like I love scent, and this is a scent I don't love. Yeah, even this one, oh my it's like perfumed nail hair salon, very powdery, very potent. It's like strong too. So definitely something to be aware of if you're excited for it. I would suggest it for people who are not sensitive to smell at all, or just smell them in person if you can. Again, I think they might be at Sephora, not sure if they're in store, but the smell is strong and unique and not for me, which I'm kind of sad about. I really want to explore more of their brand and I want to try the hair stuff, but I can't do it. Let's get some of the smell things out of the way. I was gonna put this on the fragrance channel, but you know, I'm just putting them in here. So if you're into this kind of stuff, definitely go over there and check it out. But I just have to warn you against some of this shit, okay? I do. Okay, this came out last year, and if you see it re-promoted from Philosophy, run. I've literally gagging. Okay, am I gonna do it for you guys? I don't know. This is the body wash in sugared crust. It was $10 at Ulta. Okay, let me paint the scene. Flakes of toasted coconut fall like snow on warm coffee cake fresh out of the oven. That sounds divine and delicious. Topped with cinnamon and sugar like mounds of snow on the windowsill. Okay, get creative, get poetic. I get it, but there is this undercurrent to this like sweet, yummy kind of crust, I guess. There's this foul, buttered, almost like buttered feet smell to this. I know, delicious, yum, who doesn't want that? It's honestly disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. To me, this smells like feet, throw up with the sugared crust mixed in. And you know, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I think it's literally disgusting. I don't know how this even got approved, to be honest. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. Maybe it's just me. Again, maybe I'm sensitive. Sometimes things with caramel can do that, but this doesn't even mention caramel, okay? It says coffee cake, toasted coconut, cinnamon, and sugar. No, where's the feet at? Because I know it's in here, okay? It's just gross. You know the smell of vomit. You know the smell of feet. Combined with the gourmand, get out of here. Get out of my life. Disgusting. Highly don't recommend. Another one that's really surprising, this is the Juliet Has a Gun Not a Shower Gel, and I do like the Not a Perfume from them. It's like this musky skin scent, but there is something about the concentration of it in here. There's something about it that I cannot get over, the fishy, almost like a latex fishiness. If you've used the Ardell lash glue, that smell in here with the muskiness of Not a Perfume, that's what you're getting. It's freaking gross as hell. It's sick. I don't know if it's just the concentration, like I said. I don't know why in this product it did that, because I don't get that from the actual perfume. I like the perfume. That's why I was excited to get the body wash. But no, sick. It smells like literally like lash glue, that fishy latexy smell. I know you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, if you have a friend or you have lash glue, go smell it. Yeah, it smells like that with the Not a Perfume, and it's disgusting. Literally disgusts me. Okay, another scent fail. This is not a disgusting scent by any means. This is just a disappointment. This is the portable Xmas tree candle from Dias & Durga. I enjoy keeping up with Dias & Durga as a brand. I just think they do interesting scents. I don't always love them all, but I do think that they're fun and creative, so I like staying up with them. I believe this comes out every holiday season, the portable Xmas tree, so it's that kind of Christmas tree balsam kind of scent. I like the scent of this, but this has zero, and I mean zero scent throw, okay? None whatsoever. It is a smaller candle, but I just expect so much more, and this thing is expensive. I want to say it's like $70 something. Like, it's not cheap for this little guy, and if it perfumed my house and it smelled so good, as much as it's expensive and maybe not for everyone or not every time, I could get down with it, but it just I literally don't smell it. I literally cannot smell it when it burns at all, and that's like unacceptable for the price and everything. So very sad about that. Definitely disappointed. I would not recommend. Let me know if you've tried other candles. Maybe it's just the scent. I don't know. Maybe the other ones are better. If you've tried them and had a good or bad experience, please let me know, because they have some other candle scents I do really like, and I just don't want to be burned again if I can help it. So let me know your thoughts. I think this is the last thing for like scent alone. Maybe not. We'll see. I only have a few more things, but from Salt Air, this is actually a body oil, and I love the formula of this body oil. I think it's really nice. It's almost more of like a body serum. It's pretty thick as an oil. I feel like it feels almost cushiony. So it's not like that really thin, dry oil. It's nice. It feels great. I just don't love the Salt Air scent of Santal Bloom. I tend to like a sandalwood, I really do, but this one's more on the powdery side than more of like a creamy, milky side, at least to me. Yeah, and there's like a floralness almost or something to it that I just don't love. So it's just a little too powdery, and I just don't think it's worth making myself use it up, even if I do like the formula. So I'm gonna pass this one on. I know someone in my life could love this, and I am happy to say I've been enjoying body oils a little bit more. Sometimes, you know, those oily textures, I know throughout this video you've been hearing me talk about oiliness as like a negative, but I have been making some body oils work for me here and there, and this one's actually a great one. So if you like the scent, if there's a scent from Salt Air you like, it might be something worth checking out, but it's not one I kind of want to waste my time using up. Okay, continuing on from Frank Body, this is the Buff Marshmallow Body Scrub. You hear marshmallow, you get excited, you're like, okay, this is gonna smell good, it's gonna feel good. And the marshmallow is really talking more about the texture here. I feel like mine's dried out a little bit. I've had it and I've really tried to work my way through it, but it's another one of those ones I just decided to give up on. I just didn't particularly, again, love the smell. It is kind of sweet, but it's more chemically and just not that great. If you see this and you're, you know, sucked in by the marshmallow body scrub, I just don't know if you're gonna love it. So just watch out for that. Don't get sucked into that. I thought I would just give you guys some thoughts on the scrub itself, because although it did have some fluffy kind of marshmallow texture, I felt like the actual scrubbing particles in it were not enough compared to kind of the matrix of that fluffiness. And so I never really thought I was getting that great of a scrub in the first place. So just overall, really, really underwhelming. I think I got this from Ulta. So yeah, just not worth it. Another scrub, not worth it. I have a shaving oil here from Leaf, and this is another one that I'm just not gonna waste my time using. I love the idea of using a shaving oil, don't get me wrong. I think it's luxurious, I think it's nice, and it's not like this is a bad oil, but it just doesn't work into my routine, and that's one of the reasons I'm just like getting it out of here. First off, I'm not shaving my legs a ton of the time, to be honest. I love the feeling of shaved legs, I do, but it's not something I prioritize that much in the shower that I think I need like a whole separate shave oil to shave with. I tend to just use conditioner because, as I've already mentioned, I always have more conditioner left over than I do shampoo. So I'm definitely not hurting for that. And I feel like it does the same thing. It's like giving me a nice glide with my razor. So I just don't feel like I need this. And even the times I did use this, I felt like it was gunking up my razor in a way I didn't love. I just feel like if you've been tempted by shave oils, just think about who you are as a person. Like, are you a shave oil person? If you are and you love them, I love that. And you know, maybe at some point I will become that too. At some point, maybe it'll really work for me, but right now it's not for me and it needs to go. And hopefully I can find someone who's gonna actually use it. Let me just rag on Native for a little bit, okay? I've given so many chances to Native for their body washes, for their scents. I know everyone loves, I think it's the coconut vanilla one. I need to try that, but I don't like their body washes and I don't like the scents that they do. I really don't. I want to. This one's the sugar cookie and it came out for holiday last year. Everyone was like, this one's pretty good. So I got it and it is pretty good. It's fine, but there are just so many better, if you're looking for gourmand options out there. I just like so many more from Philosophy, not the one I mentioned, but a lot of those ones are so good. I just don't want to waste my time with this. It's a great value for money, don't get me wrong, 18 fluid ounces in here, but I just am not impressed by the scents. I'm not impressed by like, I just don't like it. I don't like many of the products. I don't like the deodorants. I'm not a Native girly, okay? I've not got on with the brand very much and I feel like I've given some fair tries. So yeah, I think I'm just done trying. I think it's we're just not meant to be. I think that's what it is at this point. Last product to round this out from Philip B. It's a hair product. It also can be used as a body shampoo. I don't know where I even got this, but it's the Santa Fe hair and body shampoo. This is another one of those brands I remember selling at my high-end beauty store. I had never heard of Philip B before, but this is a pretty expensive product. Let's look it up. This shampoo retails for $60, okay? $60 for this shampoo. And I tried using it. It has this like foresty scent. It says forest fresh indulgence that transforms sleepy mornings, blah, 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 blah. It's supposed to do all this stuff. It's an antibacterial wash, whatever. You can use it on your, as stated 3 times now, hair and body, okay? The smell's fine. I get it as like a fresh thing. My issue is with the color, okay? This is like a green. I'm talking swampy green color. I just don't think that's a smart idea for the color of this. I'm sure it's like the botanical ingredients that are in here that are green. I don't think they're necessarily dyeing it green. I don't think so, but I just can't get over it. And this is like a thing for me. Sometimes when things are colored certain ways, like I have an aversion to them. It feels unnatural. It feels wrong to put this in my hair, to put this on my body, to put it on my loofah. Like I just can't get over the fact that I'm putting this like gross, yucky green goo on me, and for that reason alone, it's just a no from me. I'm gonna pass it on. Hopefully someone else, maybe they just won't have that problem absolutely at all, but for me, it's just something like I cannot get past. I'm like, why are you literally like rotting and coming out of this bottle? No, I don't care how expensive you are. It's not the experience for me. So I'm gonna end it here. Those are the products I refuse to finish up. Definitely wasted my money on these, and I'm hoping that if these were on your radar, I know some of them are just kind of random, whatever, but these are the products. I just don't think they're worth it. I really do regret buying these if I purchased them. And then for the other things, it's just not worth. There's so many other better products. I just feel like I'll be wasting my time using them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of these products. If you've tried them, do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.